am Damien Holbrook from TV Guide Magazine, and I am so happy to be here with all of you today. We've got an incredible panel, and I'm not going to waste your time talking about me, but I'm going to tell you that you got to get to the Lego booth out of the convention and get yourself a little Oliver Queen. Get it? Right there. You got a little queen and a big queen. Anyway. Alright, I'm bringing out our people because they're awesome and they're going to tell us a whole bunch of stuff to explain what we just looked at. First, we are bringing out executive producer Mark Guggenheim. Executive producer Andrew Priceberg. Mr. Colton Haynes. The incredibly gorgeous Katie Cassidy. The okay-looking Stephen Amell. Everyone's favorite nerd, Emily Bedricard. My favorite bodyguard, David Ramsey. And executive producer Frank Berlanti.
Nice new open spot.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey. All right. First off, Katie and Stephen, you were the ones with us last summer. How different is this Comic-Con compared to last Comic-Con?
Steven, can you walk around this Comic-Con?
No, I walked around the floor last year.
Yeah.
Not so much this year. Last year,
Space was all over the bags last year.
everybody, if you could sum up everybody's thoughts, if you gave them a truth serum, it was, we hope your show doesn't suck because we really want to like it. And this year, it's a lot of gratitude, and it's really overwhelming.
The producers, Greg, Mark, Andrew. That trailer. Oh my gosh.
What's amazing about that trailer?
So wait,
That was
can I just
insane.
tell them? That was from 4 days of filming. That's 4 days. That's just 4 days.
Last week.
Yeah. So what do you guys have up your sleeves?
Pretty much more of that, we have the title of episode 201 is City of Heroes, and that's really what this season is about. It's really about Oliver becoming a hero, and really going from being the Arrow in season 1 to being the Green Arrow in season 2. And there's going to be a couple more heroes helping him out this season, in addition to the ones that he's had last season. So it's really exciting. It's epic. It's big, and we hope you guys like it.
But you also had, in addition to the big action hero stuff, you also had the family stuff that needs to be not just resolved, but like almost healed.
Oh yeah.
So do you see the Queen family like ever having a happy dinner together again?
Well, some people are in jail right now, so that's going to be difficult. A lot of this season is also going to be about, Susanna Thompson, who plays Moira. It's really her season of redemption. Can she come back? Oliver's going to be taking a lot more of an interest in Queen Consolidated, which he's going to find difficult because his last name is now associated with mass murder. But I think when the season starts, you see that everybody's in a slightly different place than where we left them. And some people are worse off than when we left them. Other people, like Thea. Thea's actually played by Willa Holland, is actually in a great place. She's going to be running Oliver's nightclub. No more schoolgirl.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
So Oliver's moving from like fitted sweaters to fitted dress shirts?
There's a lot of suits this season, right?
Suits with ties.
Yeah.
Suits with ties.
And you guys blew the crap out of Star City at the end of the season. Like, very little is standing. Where have you positioned the city and Oliver's loved ones when we come back?
Well, it's 5 months later when we pick up episode 201. So we see some people have worked through their stuff, other people haven't. Like you said, the city really took it on the chin. And as bad as Starling City was in season 1, in season 2, it's even worse. And I think that helps influence Oliver's decision that it's not just about crossing names off the list anymore. This season is really about him seeing that the city needs a hero, it needs a symbol of hope, and he's now ready to step up to the plate and be that for everybody.
And it looked like in that clip that Detective Lance is back on the beat.
Yes.
Wearing the little,
He looks good
the
in the
old-fashioned
uniform.
hat.
Yeah, you know, we saw in the finale, he was caught by his superior having, you know,
Made some questionable
decisions by aligning himself with the vigilante. So, you know, he's one of the people whose life has profoundly changed. Although ironically, he's actually in a good place emotionally. You know, the politics of the station house were probably a little too much for his sensitive side, and you know, and now he's out there helping. And you know, like the title "City of Heroes," it really refers not just to Oliver and Roy, and you know, anyone in the costume. It really refers to everybody. You know, Katie's character, you know, Felicity, and especially Lance.
Okay, so Stephen, given that, you know, this is his evolution, how is Ollie at this point, having almost failing his city? I mean, he stopped the destruction, but a lot of people died, a lot of buildings came down, a lot of colonies left us.
Yeah, everything.
Moment of silence,
Look, no one was sadder than I was. Everything that happens, not just in season 2, but throughout the course of the series, however long we go, is meant to honor Colin Donnell's character. And every decision that Oliver makes as it relates to anything in his life is inspired and considerate of Tommy going forward.
Katie, we got just a taste of Laurel being a little kick-ass last season.
Just a taste.
Just a taste, but like little flare-ups that kind of, you know, hint at, you know, what could lie beneath. Do you think that she's a little closer to unleashing her inner hero?
I definitely think she's well on her way. You know, as I've said before, and you guys have said, Laurel has to go on her path, and through her journey, and I slowly think that she's growing, she's evolving, and she starts to kick some butt.
And is she going to mourn Tommy, or is she just like jumping straight to Greek sex? Because it helps.
Well, 5 months has gone by, so, you know, having thought about it, what happened in 5 months, I definitely think that she's done her mourning, she's done her grieving, and I think she's trying to move forward in any way that she possibly can. But Tommy's death, you know, as much as she loves Oliver, she also loves Tommy. So I think that will stay with her forever. And right now, for her and Oliver, I don't know what's going to happen. I think, you know, for her, she can't quite take on a relationship and kind of move forward after what happened with the Glades and what happened with Tom.
And now, clearly, we need to discuss the final segments of that. So I'm posing to Katie and to the producers, can you please explain this? Because what we saw was a little awesome.
Yeah, when we saw it, we said that was awesome. One of the things we're doing this season is we're telling the beginning of the Black Canary story. But like with everything on the show, you know, the first Green Arrow that we saw, you know, chronologically was actually Yao Fei, it wasn't Oliver. And the first Deathstroke that we saw wasn't Slade Wilson. And the first Merlin, the Archer that we saw, was Tommy and not his father. So, you know, in the same way that we've sort of introduced these characters and shown how they affect the comic book characters that, you know, will eventually become them, you know, this is the beginning of that story.
All right, Mr. Ramsey. Mr. Ramsey. Dig is so badass. Such the man. And he's also the voice of reason. He is the conscience. And but do you think this guy can continue to support a fellow who is associated with mass murder?
Yes. Well, you know, I think so. You know, something funny about Diggle, because, you know, Diggle kind of started off as like, no, you know, you can't kill people like that. It's not cool. It's not hot. And then, you know, he found out that Floyd Lawton was alive, and he was like, oh, maybe you can. And I really hate Floyd. So I think that, yeah, ultimately it is the story of the creation of the hero, I think, and Diggle being that moral compass will help with that journey. But I think, yes, the subject of where capital punishment lies and how he is the death dealer. What that means to Diggle's sense of purpose and sense of morality, I think, is very important. And we touch on that in a very real way this season specifically. We really do touch on that in an honest way.
And now, it's no surprise you are also built like an action figure. Do you think that Dig is headed towards superhero-dom?
Oh, wow, I don't know, Andrew. That's a great question.
I can tell you something very cool. John Diggle's character is going to start appearing in the Green Arrow comic book. Which we're really excited and proud of because, for us, Diggle is obviously a character that Greg, Mark, and I created for the show, and the thought that he would then become part of the greater Green Arrow legacy to the point where nobody can imagine the Joker without Harlequin, that you wouldn't be able to imagine Oliver Queen without his best friend and bodyguard and protector and older brother
And driver.
That's really cool for us.
Nice. I think that would be a very interesting turn of events. Now, Miss Emily, that. Blew up last season. Comes out of nowhere, fixes a laptop, and the next thing you know, we love her. What has it been like going from a small role to, kind of like ship bait, like Odyssey?
Well, I had to learn a whole bunch of new terms. I mean, shipping wasn't in my vocabulary before. She was never a small character to me. She had a really big personality, and she was stuck behind this screen. It's a pretty big screen too. But she was in this tiny little cubicle, and this guy shows up with bullet holes in a laptop. She's a genius. She's gonna figure it out.
And there's been much talk on Twitter and Tumblr and everywhere, in real life, that we kind of want to see Felicity find some kind of love.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no shortage of attractive men in Star City. Some of them are felons, but
I don't know what she's into.
Because I pick up a bit of a heat between she and Dig.
Well, we just came up with a good ship name for that, Delicity.
So, Delicity.
Figgle.
There's some,
But then I also see there could be great chances between Moira and Diggle, which would make it Diggle.
Oh my God.
I think we have a Felicity and Diggle with an old soul, almost kind of connection.
Yeah, but you want to know something? People are talking about Oliver and Felicity.
You guys like all this?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Okay, so who would you want to see her with? Who would you want to see her with?
Choose your words carefully, by the way.
Am I even allowed to pick favorites at this point? I mean, I'm sitting beside both.
All right, well, here's the thing. Could you see her ever being friends with Laurel?
Oh,
I can.
yeah. We could be friends. I think we could be friends, but I think if Laurel...
I have to fight you.
Yeah, you might have to fight me.
We'd watch that. Special episode. Alright, and now on to our newest member of the panel. Mr. Colton Haynes. Now, you got a ton of love at this week's Teen Wolf panel. From co-workers, the audience, your castmates, they sent out much love. How has it been going from lizard monster to possible sidekick?
It's less time in prosthetic makeup. I'm not allergic to red hoodies, so that's good. And the workout regimen's a little different, but yeah, I mean, it's been nice because they've welcomed me with open arms, and I still talk to my Teen Wolf family every day, but it's nice to kind of fit right into this family and see where it goes.
Can you tell us if we'll get to see Roy aligned with the Hood this season?
I can say that's Roy's. Roy wants that to happen. in the comics it happens, but I think that in a way season 2 could kind of be almost like an island to Roy, like it was for Oliver. So I think Roy is going to have to go through the gamut of things, and he's going to have to realize that he's not as big of a badass as he thinks he is. And I think he's going to have to be knocked down a few pegs before he can get some help from people who know what they're doing. So.
And he's also, in addition to just becoming, closer aligned with the Hood, he's also going to have to win over Ollie, correct? As the punk boyfriend of his little sister?
Which that's going to take some time, I think.
That'll take longer.
That takes a lot longer. We've filmed some interesting things already with that in mind. In due time, hopefully.
Do you guys think that we'll eventually see a sparring match between these two guys, like a physical fight?
God, I hope so.
I mean,
I would watch that too.
are you challenging us to a salmon ladder off?
Best of luck, pal.
All right, so I gotta ask a question. We lost a bunch of people last season, or some came and just left in wheelchairs, some left in body bags, some left with rebar through them. Are we going to see McKenna again? Because all she went to do was get some rehab.
That's true. Yeah. We love Janina. I mean, she was great, and we purposefully did not end her life so that she could come back.
That was the original. The original plan was actually to kill her off, and we fell so in love with Janina that we're like, maybe we should just, shoot her.
She's still out there in the Arrowverse.
All right. Any other faces from last year that we might get to see?
One.
I've been on the floor shopping. I bought this really great shirt. And I kid you not, because before all of you leave this panel, I want y'all to sign it.
Since you killed me.
Because I'm selling it somewhere in China, because I got a plane to buy for my husband, and I'm going to sell this guy. Since it's going away from the Arrow to more the Green Arrow, the superhero version, I thought I found this, and I thought you should have it. It's a 1989 original version of the action figure, the Green Arrow from Argentina. That's all I could find.
Hey, sorry everybody, I'll give you gifts later. I'm sorry that I stabbed you. Somehow I'm here.
So for those of you who may not know, this is...
I love you too.
All right, John, what was your experience with last year's job here?
I absolutely loved being part of this family. I thought it was, for me, playing an iconic character like Captain Jack and Torchwind Park. To then become part of another iconic show, but you know what was really nice about it? The weight was not on my shoulders. The weight was on that man in the middle's shoulders. And to sit back and to watch, I had a great time. Apart from playing Malcolm and doing all the fun stuff and everything, what was really joyful and joyous for me to sit back and watch was this young man in the middle become the leader of the pack, and also to lead this show, and everybody else joining together as a family, and watch you kind of get on your feet as the true hero that's not Oliver Queen, but is Stephen Amell. So. You're blushing. I am blushing.
All right, so producers, if he's here, probably should talk about...
Do you want Malcolm to come back? But dead people can't come back to life, can they?
I got a few ideas.
Oh, that would be... Would you be open to coming back?
I you know what? I would be more than happy to come back into this family fold, I'm telling you. And if I'm being invited back, well, it's more than the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who's ever done, I'll tell you that. It would be interesting to see how it would work. You know, since it's going to be flashbacking and going into the past and seeing how it all began, then I'm not dead yet, am I?
That's the beauty of the show.
Love it.
And from what everyone tells me, it's pretty much impossible to kill you.
I'm like,
I should have stabbed you in the head.
I'm like a rash. I don't go away.
Oh no. Alright, we're gonna go right back to producers. So we've got possibly Malcolm. Everyone asks, everyone hopes we have our wish list. Any DC characters coming this season?
Quite a few. Well, we've got, let's see, who reads New Teen Titans? Who's heard of the character Sebastian Blood? Otherwise known as Brother Blood.
I think that's an interesting one.
Can I tell them who's in the plan?
Go ahead.
You want to know? Kevin Alejandro from True Blood. We've got Deadshot on the show. He is a member. He'll be back. He's a member of the Suicide Squad alongside Bronze Tiger, who will be played by Michael Jai White.
Not kidding around. And we have one or two other things that we're still working the deals out, but you know, there'll be more news, you know, over the next couple of weeks that you guys should tune in for that.
And of course you have Summer Lau.
We have Summer Lau. Summer's playing Isabel Broshev, who's a villain in the Green Arrowverse, and she's already a great addition. You know, we're all huge fans of hers, so you know, our first day of shooting this year was shooting scenes between her and Steven, and it's already very cool. Very fun.
All right, before we go to audience questions, but you guys want to line up, I want to ask the actors on the panel for a one-word response to the first script they read this season.
Brilliant. I have to start.
Okay.
Epic.
Ooh, good. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good word.
Good.
Good word.
That's right.
Good answer, good answer.
Unexpected.
Trees. When you see the premiere, that will make perfect sense.
I'm gonna go with daring.
I'm gonna go with me.
Nice, nice. All right, so we're going to take some questions from you guys.
Mine is more than one word.
Of course.
Not Reddit.
All right, we'll get you that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go with some questions, but first, also, Greg, something about the Amell family that makes you want to work with them? And are they just mass producing them in a factory? Because I want that ad machine.
They are natural born leading men, that's for sure. Yeah. And great people to boot. I think that's the perfect combination of what you look for.
And you are running right from here to the Tomorrow People panel.
I'm racing up there, and anybody who wants to join me, please do. Please race right over there.
They're going to screen the pilot and then have a Q&A with the cast, and you guys, this is a banging pilot, so I would not miss it. Okay, so let's go to you.
Hi, my name is Jonah, and this is my wish from Make-A-Wish to be here. So honestly, I have a question and a comment. My comment is actually for John. I don't know if you remember, but at Philadelphia Wizard.
That's correct.
Yeah, I was up at the Q&A.
You were, I remember you very well, Joe, and I certainly do.
Yeah, I still have that picture. It's a great memory. Yeah. So, and my question is, you had said how in this season we see Oliver go from being the vigilante crossing names off of his list to being Green Arrow. How does he finally sort of change into that?
Oh, I think that's a question that you might want to refer to Steven or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Jonah.
I don't know how it's everything on the show. Nothing on the show happens overnight. Everything happens in due time, and the beginning of that journey begins with wanting to honor Tommy and honor his memory and be a different person than the person he thought I was when he died. So that's how things start, and thank you very much for your question.
Alright, hi, my question's for Steven. What is more mentally taxing, the acting or like the physical preparation for the show?
The acting or the physical preparation?
Yeah.
The physical preparation. It takes a minute, you know. It's when I have the scars put on. Patricia, who was with us in the first season, and Danielle from the makeup department, they got it down to like 75 minutes to put on all the different scars and color them and seal them and make them not sticky. And so the physical preparation for the show is certainly more taxing, because you read so many scripts and you do so many scenes as the same character and the writing is so good and easy to remember that part of it becomes a little more smooth. But when those tattoos and scars go on, there's no fast way to do it.
It's lovely to watch, though.
How long does it take to put on the abs?
After hiatus, it took 30 days.
I think we're all impressed by 30 days.
We have time for one more question.
It's the second time this has happened to me today. I feel bad. My question's for the producers. I just want to say I like the representation of Slade Wilson. I think it's great that you started him out as a friend and a hero with Oliver Queen. But I am wondering, when will he make the transition to Deathstroke, and will it be as a villain or an anti-hero?
You're definitely going to want to watch season 2 for sure. In fact, the opening moments of season 2 will give you a big hint as to the second part of your question.
Right. Okay,
Nice
sorry
to
about
meet
that, guys.
Yes, thank you.
You know what? To make it up to you guys, we are going to give you actually another peek at that sizzle reel, so you can catch more of the details that are buried in there about season 2. I want to thank this incredible panel.